is Kira, and welcome back, or welcome if you're new, to Saving for My Happy Place. So in today's video, we are going to be doing a budget with me for, I guess, the first half of March. So my husband got paid on February 27th, and I got paid on March 1st. And I only get paid once a month as a teacher, and my husband gets paid bi-weekly, so every other week. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm not going to be able to fill out all of my expenses on this monthly budget sheet because I just have way too many line items. I don't know if any of you have the same issue that I do, but I cannot fit all of my expenses in these little boxes. So I'm going to write like what our total is for each section on this sheet, but I'm going to go to, I have an expense tracker in this planner that I'm going to just go ahead and write each item on because I can't fit it on this sheet. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. So my paycheck for the month, so I'm going to put my name here, was or is $3,801.35. And then my husband's paycheck, and I'm just going to call him Jay. His paycheck was $3,570.13. So if I add that up, we are working with $7,371.48. So $7,371.48. Okay, so that's what we're working with right now. I pay the majority of my bills from this check. Not everything, but most everything. If you caught my first video about my debt confession, you'll know that one of my car payments is extremely high. So I cannot afford to pay that in this check. And there's a couple other things that I don't pay in these first couple of paychecks. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my fixed expenses now. All right, and actually that's my variable expenses. Let me turn this over to this side. All right, so these are my fixed expenses. All right, so first thing that is on my list of fixed expenses is my mortgage. So my mortgage is $2,033.02. And as I mentioned before, I live in Southern California. So it's a very high cost of living area. However, I live in a very modest home, very small. It was built in the 1940s. So I don't have a huge mortgage in my opinion, at least for my area. You know, we just have a very small house. Just enough bedrooms and bathrooms for my family and not gigantic living space or kitchen. We don't have a dining room, don't have a family room, so we have a living room and a kitchen and bedrooms and bathrooms basically. So that's my mortgage payment. Water and sewer, and this bill was high this month. I'm not sure why it was this much money. So $229.75. It's usually not over like $140, but for some reason it was that much. And I swear, we always get letters in the mail talking about them raising our water rates. So it could be a rate increase that you know, I didn't realize was going to hit this month. One of our toilets is running, so it might be due to that, and I've asked my husband to please look into that. So anyways, that is my water and sewer. All right, next is Serious Guardian, and this is my husband's like connected app services for his truck that he has. So it allows him to like remote start his truck and like unlock his truck and lock his truck remotely, that kind of thing. I'm not exactly sure what else it covers, to be honest with you. I don't know if there's other services with that, but that's $25.98 a month. And then I'm actually stuffing an envelope right now as a sinking fund to like gather the amount of money that I'm going to need for the entire year, because I noticed that if you pay, you know, for a year, you get like a month free or 2 months free, something like that. So I'm trying to save up right now for that. All right, next is Evan Moore. So Evan Moore is it's a website that I pay for work. So like I said, I'm a teacher. So it's a website that I'm able to print off like different resources and like worksheets and things like that for my students. So I just pay that out of my own pocket though each month. So it's $12.99. The Serious Guardian was $25.98. All right, the next expense is NordVPN, and that's $4.99. And what that is, it's like, it's something to help with making sure that your connections are secure, like on your phone and on your computer. So a little backstory with that. I'm not sure how long ago now, over a year ago, maybe 2, my Facebook account got hacked, and they got into my email as well and were able to access my husband's loan that he has for his truck. And it's through like a credit union. And when you open, you know, or if you get a loan with a credit union, like they usually require you to open like some kind of account. And so it also has like a little, I don't know if it's a savings account or checking account, but it literally just had $25 in it, just so that we could have this loan. But the people that hacked my account were able to go into that account and like start like laundering money back and forth. So that was a huge hassle. And so that's why we have this NordVPN, just to help with keeping our connection secure. All right, the next expense is Southern California Edison. So this is my electricity. And my bill is not this high, but I put this much into this this category because I pay more, so that in the summer when it's very hot and we're using our air conditioning a lot, it's going to be more than this probably. So I overfund this account so that in the summer months, when my bill is way higher than this, you know, I can pull out of that sinking fund for this. So my actual bill for this was only $235.62, but I'm funding $340. We have, like I said, my house is really old, so we don't have like central heating and cooling. We have like room air conditioners and like space heaters, and I have a wall heater for my living room, but like we don't have central air and heating. Okay, so the next area is the gas company, and same thing with this. I overfund this about a little bit. So I put $92 into this sinking fund, I guess, but my actual bill was only $79.77. So again, like in the winter, usually our bill is higher. And so I just put extra in to cover the months when it's higher than this. Okay, so the next area is, this is one of my children. I'm just using their initials just for privacy because E is 17. He just turned 17, and then L is 19. So I'm just trying to like respect them and not use their names in these videos. So E has an Xbox, and he has like the cheapest Xbox Live account, I guess it is. And that's $9.99 a month. I have the same thing as E, but I've asked my husband to like cancel this. Like, I don't really play Xbox at all. We were playing Stardew Valley as a family, and so that's why I signed up for this, but I really don't play this, and so I'm hoping by the time that you see this video next month that this charge will actually be gone, because I've asked my husband to please look into canceling that. And then Jay, my husband and my other son are very big gamers, and so they both have the more expensive Xbox Live Game Pass accounts, and so each of their Xbox Live accounts are $19.99 each. So E has the cheaper one, I have the cheaper one, Jay has the more expensive one, and L has the more expensive one. All right, next is Spotify. So, you know, having teenagers, they're very into music. My husband's also, I would say, very into music, and so we have Spotify. L has to listen to music when he sleeps, so on the Alexa, so that's another reason we have that. That's also $19.99. And then next would be Spectrum Phone. So these are our cell phones. So it's $174.85. And that includes my husband got a brand new phone, I don't know, within the last year, I guess. And so we're still paying off his phone. So this is for four phones. And then also we're paying, you know, monthly on my husband's phone. Next is ScentFlirt. This is like a subscription that I have for home fragrance, I guess you would consider it. It's through a company called Pink Zebra, and they have like wax melts and like body products and hand soap, things like that. So I treat myself to that each month. So that's $40.47. And I guess I should say that, you know, I talked about the debt that I had in my last video, and even though I am very focused on paying off my debt, I still want to live life. I still want to enjoy life. And so, you know, there are a lot of things probably on this list that I could eliminate if I was, like, say my husband or I lost our job, you know what I mean, and like we didn't have the income that we have, then definitely I'd be cutting down the Xboxes and the ScentFlirt and things like that. So I realize there's like room in my budget to scale back on some things, but like I said, I want to live life. I want to be happy, and so I don't want to be gazelle intense, as Dave Ramsey would say. But I am still trying to throw any extra money that I have, like especially from my variable expenses, into my debt, and specifically my Toyota that I have. Okay, so the next area is HP Instant Ink, and this is $16.24 a month. So I don't know if any of you have HP Instant Ink. I would imagine some of you do with the amount of like savings challenges we print out. HP Instant Ink is amazing because you just pay a flat fee each month, and then you can sign up for however many prints you want to be able to print, and they send you ink as part of the subscription. This subscription actually includes a brand new printer as well, so it's really cool. I was paying $15 a month for a very old printer that I had, and then I think I had like 300 prints a month, but now I have this 300 prints a month, plus I got a brand new printer, so, and it only went up $1.24 a month, so I was like, no brainer there, because my old printer was on its last legs. All right, next area is Farmers Life Insurance. So this is for myself. I am currently the only person that has life insurance. I really want to get my husband life insurance, but he has some like medical stuff, so I'm not sure. It's going to be expensive. So eventually I'm going to look into that, but for right now, I just have the life insurance. Next area is streaming services. So this $29.99 includes Hulu and Disney Plus and Max. So that's $29.99 a month. The Farmers is $26.22 a month for my life insurance. Next is Culligan. That is a water bottle service, like, you know, getting like big 5-gallon jugs of purified water delivered to your house. And I put 75, but it's not going to be that much. It's not going to be that much. It's usually not that much. When I created this, when I was getting ready for this video, it didn't tell me how much I owed yet. So I just threw in $75. It's going to be more than enough. And when I actually pay this bill and it's less than this, then I will apply what I did not use toward my debt snowball payment. All right, the next area is Microsoft Office 365. This is something that my husband signed up for his work. So it's $9.95 a month. I don't really know what it is, to be honest. I mean, I'm assuming it's just like Word and like Excel and like, you know, that kind of stuff. I personally use Google, and it's free, obviously, but like I don't know why my husband wants to use this Microsoft Office 365, but it is what it is. And then waste management, that's our trash. And actually, like, this is not accurate right now because I just paid this bill and it was more. It was like $5 and some cents more than like it normally is. So again, I'm sure they probably just increased our rates. This is per month, but we only pay it every other month. So then it's like double this when I pay it. But I still put away the monthly amount, and I'm going to have to increase this by a couple of dollars because, like I said, it was like more expensive than normal. And then the last thing I have for our fixed expenses is earthquake insurance. And living in Southern California, even though, you know, we have earthquakes, but we haven't had any big earthquakes, like knock on wood, you know, in a long time that would cause damage to your house and you would need to make an insurance claim. But I just recently got this, so hopefully I'll never have to use it. Earthquakes are very scary. I mean, when I was 14, we had an earthquake that was not very far from where I lived, and like I was out of school for a week because it like damaged our water pipes at my school, and we had no water, things like that. So anyways, that's earthquake insurance. All right, so let me go ahead and pull this back in. So for my fixed expenses, I already calculated this all out and added it up. It should be $3,247.32. All right, so that's how much that is. So what do I have left? So we're starting with 7,371.48 minus 3,247.32. And so that equals $4,124.16 left. So I'm just going to put that underneath 412416. Okay. So now would be the debt. And so like I said, I'm only going to pay 2 out of the 3 debts right now from these first checks. And so I'm going to pay my Toyota and then also my student loan. So my Toyota payment is $543. Oops, that's not right. I put 4. So $543.77. And then my student loan, the minimum payment is $146.52. So, and these are just minimum payments. Yeah. So let's see, let's go ahead and add that up. So 543.77 plus 146.52 equals 690.29. All right, so I'm going to put that here. So my debt is, I'm going to put it one line up. Let's see, 690.29. And then if I subtract that from our 4,000 that we have left, so 4,124.16 minus 690.29. All right, so we still have 3,433.87. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and move over to the variable expenses. Let me go ahead and just add my totals on here too really quick. So this is 3,247.32, and then this one is 690.29. All right, so the next area is variable expenses. And that's what I mean. Like, I have so many things that I'm just like, I can't fit them in this monthly budget sheet here. All right, so here we go, variable expenses. So, and like I said, I try to fund most of these at the beginning of the month, but you'll see I have way more variable expenses than this, or not variable, but like sinking funds. I have way more sinking funds than these here. But I only had enough money to like fund these 4 at the beginning of the month, so I'm gonna do the rest when my husband gets paid again. All right, so for groceries, I budget $650. This is an area where I hope that I don't use all of that money, but I might. So like this area and like typically like our gas and our dining out category, those are the categories I usually try to pull from at the end of the month if there's anything left over to go toward my debt snowball payment. All right, so $650 for groceries. E has a sticker chart for taking his medication. He had problems with remembering to take his medication, and so I incentivized him with a sticker chart. It's not really a sticker chart. It was a sticker chart at first, but now it's just on a whiteboard that he just marks off the days that he takes his medicine in the morning. So this is just $20. So for every approximately 15 days, if he takes his medicine as prescribed each morning, then I reward him with $10. So this is $20. And then E also has a Starbucks budget because, well, my husband is, I would consider, a Starbucks junkie. And of course, you know, he got one of my children also hooked on Starbucks, and there is a Starbucks right across the street from E's school, and E starts school late on, like, one day a week. They have like a late start, so he usually goes over to the Starbucks and gets a drink before school. So I budget, well, I'm budgeting this month $50. I was just budgeting $40, but I increased it because E and L both at least once a month will go to a local Starbucks and like work on their homework, or, you know, yeah, homework. My older son is in community college, and then E is in 11th grade, and so they always have a lot of homework, and so they'll go together to work on assignments at a Starbucks, usually at least once a month. So I just added an extra $10 for that category. E school, so this is just any school expenses that he has. So, and I actually just had to spend some money out of this category. E is in show choir, and the teacher required them to buy like an outfit for an upcoming performance that they have. They're actually going to be performing at Knott's Berry Farm, which is an amusement park in Southern California. not too far from Disney. And so, yeah, so I have a sinking fund for E for school, for any school expenses. Same for L, any school expenses that he has for college. I just put money into a fund for him. Supplements. So my husband and I both take some supplements, and they come to $131.39 a month approximately. It could be longer than that. I don't necessarily always have to buy that much each month, but that's how much I budget. All right, so this next category is my husband's spending category, and I'm sure you're all going to gasp as far as how large this is. But it is a lot, and I wish it wasn't this much, but it just is. It is what it is. And this past summer, I took a financial wellness course. It was actually teaching financial wellness to children, because I am a teacher, as I mentioned, and when you're a teacher, in order to get a raise, you have to take like graduate level courses to get more units, and then once you get a certain amount of units, then you get to be bumped up to the next column on your pay scale. And so last summer I took a financial wellness course, and of course the instructor had us buying Dave Ramsey's materials, so I had to read like Total Money Makeover, and then it was like a financial wellness for like college students workbook. Anyways, there was videos that go with that, and I remember him saying like, you're not going to be able to change your spouse's spending habits, so just work it into the budget. So that's what I've done. And I wish it wasn't this much, trust me, because I do not give myself this much spending money, but it is what it is. And, I hope that at some point we can reduce that amount of money, but right now that's what it is. All right, I give myself $250 a month in spending money. Sometimes I spend all of it, sometimes I don't. If I do have leftover, then I will add it to my debt snowball. And then E has a spending budget of $20. And this is just because, teenagers, they want to go out with their friends. Before I had this budget, he was always asking me for money to go out with his friends. And so now he gets $20 a month, and, if he spends that money and then another friend asks him out, then sorry. You know what I mean? Like they go out to lunch or dinner or go to the mall, that kind of thing. So, or get coffee or boba. So he has $20 a month for just general spending. Dining out, I budget $200 a month. Sometimes we spend that all, sometimes we don't. We probably will this month, because any month that there's a birthday, then usually, a lot of that money is going to go toward that person's birthday dinner. So we'll probably end up spending that much this month. Household, I budget $200. For paper towels, toilet paper, cleaning products, that kind of thing. Health, $200. And that's usually just like co-pays and stuff for doctor's appointments. Everybody has doctors that they see. So there's usually co-pays for everybody every month. Health, let's see, hold on. Yeah, health, that's right. Health, yeah, $200. Beauty, I budgeted this month $50, and that's just for, makeup, shampoo, conditioner, deodorant, things like that. Medicine, $100 a month. Again, everyone's on medicine, so there's always prescriptions that need to get picked up. Pet care, we do have 2 cats, so that's just for litter and food and whatnot. Classroom, I budget $20 a month, and that's just for anything I want to buy for my classroom. I always buy my students gifts around, Halloween, Valentine's Day, end of the school year for summer, that kind of thing. I always buy them little gifts, so that usually goes towards that. Or if I want to buy like a resource on a website or something like that. Miscellaneous and gifts, I budget $20 a month. Honestly, some of these things will change. Like, I feel like I don't really necessarily stick to these amounts 100%. Some things I do, like my husband's spending category for sure, like this stuff up here. But I feel like some, like the beauty and like the pet care, just some of the things just vary. I kind of just plug it in because I do use like a digital system for my budgeting. I use an app called EveryDollar. And so you can set up all your different categories and then like put in how much money that you earned for that pay period, and you can just like plug away and just add money to different categories. So I feel like I am not super consistent with like these amounts all the time. So they might vary from month to month. I put $40 into haircuts. My husband gets his haircut at least twice a month, I want to say. E gets his haircut, I don't know, not once a month, but E and L both get their haircuts at least like once every couple of months, I would say. All right. And then gas for my husband is $550, which is probably going to seem high to a lot of you. But again, living in Southern California or in California in general, our gas prices are extremely high. Our gas is probably, right now, I get the medium grade gas, and so does my husband, but it's probably at least $5 a gallon, or very close, maybe like $4.95 a gallon. So it's expensive because we have a lot of taxes added to our gas for like environmental causes, I guess. So our gas per gallon is very expensive, and my husband, drives to the next town to go to work. Luckily, I live within my same city to work, and so I just budget myself $100 a month for gas. I usually only have to fill up my tank once unless I have to like take my kids to a lot of appointments that are like out of the area. Okay, so that's all of my sinking funds. My variable expenses that I contributed money towards for these paychecks. And so I added this all up already, and it's going to come to $3,251.39. All right, so I said that we had $3,433.87 left. So let's subtract that. So 3433.87 minus 3251.39. So that just leaves me with $182.48. Okay. Okay, so the next area is the sinking funds. And like I said, I have tons more, but I'm just going to be funding these four for right now. Let's see. For e-meals, it's $5 a month. And e-meals is like an app where you can like find recipes for meal planning, and it connects to like your local grocery stores so that you can, place grocery orders online and that kind of thing. So I pay for that. It's only like $60 a year. It's not too bad. Then next is Ring camera. So I budget $9 a month for that. And I'm going to stuff this money right now. So I'll show you how much that costs a year. I believe it's about $100 a year. Next is New York City or New York spending. So E is going on a trip with his school in a couple of weeks. Like I said, E is in show choir, musical theater. at his high school, and they offered the students a trip to New York to do like a Broadway trip. So they're going to see 2 Broadway musicals, and they're going to sightsee, and they're going to be gone for about a week. And so I've been stuffing money for his like spending money. And I also have to pay for, well, I've already paid for the trip, but like to check the luggage is going to be another like $40 each way. And they're also looking into a shuttle for the kids to take to the airport, because the airport that they have to fly out of is an international airport, and it's going to be a nightmare for all the parents to drive their children there. So we're looking at a shuttle. So anyways, I'm not sure if I'm going to pull the shuttle and the airport or the baggage fees out of this money, or if I'm just going to like budget for it at the next paycheck. And then last is I pay Elle $40 to do yard work, just to like mow and weed whack and weed and that kind of thing. So I have to set aside money to pay him for his chores. So that's $40. And I just pay him $40 each time he does it. Sometimes he only does it like, well, I think I budgeted like every 2 weeks. Our grass doesn't grow super fast because we don't get a lot of rain here. So typically, like, it doesn't need to be mowed like every week. Okay, so for sinking funds, that comes up to $104. So I'm just going to put it over here, $104. And let me put that on my budget sheet here. Okay, so for sinking funds, I don't even really have a sinking funds thing on here, do I? Okay, I'll just put it under the save part here. I'm just going to put sinking funds. And that's $104. All right, so 182.48 minus 104 is 78.48. So I have 78.48 left to budget, and the rest of this 78.48 is going to go into some savings challenges. So I'm just going to write savings challenges. And I planned on putting in $75 to do savings challenges. So minus 75. And that left me with $3.48. I'm going to give $3 to E and L bucks. So I know some of you probably but like try to find the dollar bills that have the different letters on them. And so since my kids' names start with E and L, I try to look for those as well and just put them in an envelope, or, an envelope for them, just for miscellaneous, whatever I need to pull cash out for them and I need it fast and I haven't budgeted for it. So I'm just going to put $3 in. At first I had their own separate envelopes. Like when I would find E-bucks, I would put it in an envelope for E, and then I would find L-bucks, and then I'd put it in an envelope for L. However, I think because of where I live, like the L-bucks come, or like minted or whatever, in a facility that is in California. And so I was getting like so many more L-bucks, and I would hardly ever find any E-bucks. And so it kind of wasn't fair that like L was getting all the L-bucks, but E was not getting hardly any. So I just ended up like condensing them together, and just putting it in kind of like a general fund for both of them. And then I have 48 cents left. So, I am just going to put that into, like, I call it change jar. I'm not like physically going to get change or anything like that. But in my EveryDollar app, if I have like change that I don't want to apply to any category, then I just put it in the change jar. So that should be the $182 left that I have. So 104 plus 78, oh wait, yeah, 78.48 plus 3 plus 0.48. Okay, and that didn't come out right, did it? All right, let's see. So I said I had 182.48 left, and then my sinking funds was 104. Okay, I see what I did. And then 75 minus 3 minus 0.48. All right, so 0. We're good. All right. So that is my budget for the beginning of March. And like I said, when my husband gets paid, whenever he gets paid next, I'm not sure the exact date. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I will be stuffing the majority of my sinking funds at that time. Okay, so, and then we're going to go ahead and do that now. So I am going to be stuffing the $104 right here into the 4 categories here. Okay, so let me put the other amount that I am going to be putting into my savings here. So this was 78.48. Okay, so let me go ahead and move this to the side, and I'm going to pull out my binders. Okay, so I'm going to be working in 2 binders. All right, so let's see. So the first binder that I am stuffing has, I guess these are just like my general sinking funds. So I have pet vet care, so like any pet care that my cats need. Education, this is for my continuing education because like I said, I'm trying to advance on my pay scale, and I need to save to pay for those classes. I have an envelope for E's college tuition. I am trying to save up for a car for really either of my kids. Neither of them have driver's licenses yet, but at some point they're going to need a vehicle. I don't really stuff this one. This is like for E's hair. Sometimes he likes to have his hair dyed, so that's that. Home maintenance, car maintenance, clothing. My husband's projects. My husband always has some kind of project that he wants to do, so I just started stuffing money for his projects. Vacation, entertainment, dental. My mom, I'm trying to put away money for my mom because I need to help her sometimes with things. Okay, so this is E's New York spending envelope, which really, I mean, this is going to be, I don't know if I'm going to stuff anything. I don't think I'm going to stuff anything in the next paycheck because he is going to New York soon. So this envelope will be no longer, but I am going to be putting in $50 to this category. So 20, 40, 50. All right, so let me stick in these bills. All right. So E now has, for his spending money for New York, 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 370, 380, 390, $400. So yeah, that's how much I have stuffed for him to spend while he's at New York. I don't know if I'm going to give him all this money. Like, the company that the is organizing the trip required the students to have this till debit card, and basically I can load a parent wallet and then I can like dole out money to E when he's on his trip. So let's see, today is 3/8 and I am depositing 50. Yes, and so that's 400. So that is correct. Yeah, so, and actually it's something that we're going to continue to use even after he comes back from New York, because it's really convenient and easy for me to like load up a debit card versus trying to give him cash for things. But the company required it because they're going to be part of the fee that I paid for the trip is them getting like $20 a day for lunch. So they're going to be loading that $20 onto their like till debit card. So I'm also going to be, like I said, loading his spending money as well onto this till debit card. All right, and then I'm also going to be stuffing the yard work chores allowance for L. So like I said, L is getting $40 for his yard work that he does. And so there's nothing in here because I just paid him to do the yards, I don't know, a week or two ago. So this just now has $40. So $40 for L for his yard work. And I mean, this is going to be taken out probably soon. But he likes cash, or it's just easier for me to give him cash because he doesn't have a till debit card. He just has a, you know, a regular bank debit card. So it's just easier for me to give him cash. So that is that binder. And then I'm also going to be stuffing into like our subscription type things here. So I have a Toyota app with connected services for my car as well. And that covers, you know, remote start, remote locking and unlocking. And then it also covers like emergency services of some sort. So yeah, so I'll be stuffing these when I do my next stuffing. So my car registration, I save for planners, both for this Budget Mom planner that I use for budgeting, and then also I always buy myself an Erin Condren teacher planner each year. And I budgeted I am planning on budgeting $175, but I really don't think I'm going to need that much because to be honest with you, I buy stickers and stuff, but then I like never use them. So I probably will have leftover money in this fund when it comes time for me to like purchase these planners, which is in May. I probably will not spend this entire amount. Okay, so here is the Ring camera. And yeah, so it's $99.98 a year. And it's due in May. And so I'm only stuffing $9 into this. So deposit plus 9. So right now it says that it has $81. So plus 9 is 90. So let me go ahead and stuff that. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this should have $90. We will see. Let me stick this in. And I actually need to work on condensing some of this cash too. So I don't have so much money in these envelopes. So we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. All right, so that's good. Let me go ahead and reorganize the bills. All right, so that is that for the Ring camera. And last but not least, I am going to stuff the e-meals envelope. So we also have AAA for our cars, Amazon Prime, rabies and like rabies vaccinations, licensing fees for one of my 2 cats. Her name is Miku. My husband recently signed up for Consumer Reports. So that's $60 a year. I got to start saving for that. Costco membership, Sam's Club membership that my husband also recently signed up for, which is $54 a year. We have yet to go to Sam's Club, so stay tuned to see if we ever go. It's not close by, so, you know, my husband impulsively makes purchases like this. So, but like I said, I'm just going to work it into the budget. I'm going to stay calm, take a deep breath, and I'm going to work it into the budget. So Sam's Club, not that I am opposed to having a Sam's Club membership, but it's not close by. So to have to go out there is, you know, a chore. My husband's car registration, and then here is the emails. And I just paid that actually this month. It actually just charged me this month, so there's no money in there right now. So I am going to add that. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to put deposit. All right. So $5. So that only has $5 right now. And here it is. Okay. So that is it. That is my budget for the beginning of March. And one last thing before I go. Today is my birthday, you guys. Hooray. I am 46 years old. And to celebrate my birthday, I made some savings challenges that are going to be free for all of you. So these are my birthday savings challenges. They will be free in my Ko-Fi shop. I hope you all take advantage and download these and use them in, you know, your budgeting and your savings challenges. We have a cute little 2 little mice with a watercolor beautiful birthday cake with 4s and 6s for my 46th birthday. I believe this saves $80. So yeah, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So this is a save $80. And then this little Hello Kitty inspired one is just blank. You can do roll and save. You can use this as a catch-all for, you know, other challenges or other, you know, box challenges you're doing, that kind of thing, if you need like a catch-all. And then this one is an Ariel the Little Mermaid inspired challenge with the happy birthday letters and then the little cakes. So you can save however much you wish for each of the letters, color them in, and then color in the cakes and save however much you wish. So I didn't designate a certain amount. Leave it up to you guys and decide what you want to save for that. So that is it, you guys. If you've made it to the end, let me know by putting a birthday cake emoji in the comments. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share my channel. Obviously, I'm brand new. This is my second video. Please check out my first video where I did my debt confession and kind of talked about the inspiration for my channel name. There was another freebie in that video that I showed off. That's like a scratch and save savings challenge. There's 2 that are March themed. So please check that out in my Ko-Fi. I will put the link in the description box. And yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the subscribers that I've gained so far. It's amazing. The love that you're getting from, you know, everybody in this community. It's just such an amazing community to be a part of. And so I appreciate all of you. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off and try to get this video edited and put up today for my birthday. And then I'm going to be going out with my family and going out to dinner and celebrating my birthday. All right, so I hope you guys all have an amazing Saturday and take care. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.